Hey everybody, Randy here in the Eastwood Garage with another live video. Today we've got our brand new electric tool lineup. But before we get started, if you have any questions, Scotty C is over here. There he is, everybody. So he's here to take them, right?
Sure am. I'm on Facebook, on YouTube, so make sure you ask your questions. We always like to have this interactive and be able to get you guys answered so you know what you're buying. So let's check out these new tools because I'm excited for them. You don't need a large compressor.
That's right. That is one advantage. There are some tools when you use them, maybe you prefer an electric tool over a pneumatic tool. I know there's certain tools, that's how I am. Or maybe you don't have a compressor, so your only option is electric tools. Or maybe you've got to go to a buddy's house, he doesn't have a compressor, you're trying to help him. Or even if you're just out on the road, you're doing construction, you don't have a compressor, the electric tools are an option. And like I said, some people just prefer electric tools. So let's take a look at them. Right here, the first one is the electric body saw. As you can see, very ergonomically designed for one-hand operation, really easy to use. Easy to get into tight areas, and it's designed for one-hand use. And to get, if you're working on a car, you're going to be in a lot of tight areas. So this is a nice saw. Plus, it has a quick release with the blade. So a nice feature when you're going through, if you go through blades, you don't got to break out a bunch of tools or try to find that wrench that's lost in your toolbox. And it's designed so you don't get kickback. So it's just a nice body saw. If you're looking for one, you're working on cars, you're going to need something like that. Now, here's something that we've been using lately, and it, like I said, just came in, our mini metal saw. It's a really cool saw, and this thing's going to cut through about anything. We've got some footage of it here if we can roll it. It'll cut through conduit. It's going to cut through rebar, flat stock, tubing. It's going to cut through different kinds of metal, and it cuts right through it. And the nice thing about it is that it's got a cold cut design, which means you're not going to get sparks, and it's not going to heat up your workpiece. And it'll even cut through something as light as sheet metal. So you can basically cut through just about anything with this. And like I said, the cold cut design, it means no sparks, and you're not going to heat up your workpiece, so you're not going to warp it. You're not going to have all that other stuff to deal with. And it's got a guide fence right here. And that's going to allow you to make nice straight cuts. So, if you're not good at following the line, you can use that guide fence, and just move right along and know you're going to cut a straight line. So we're going to move over here to our reciprocating saw. Nice thing about this, again, it's got the soft handle, ergonomically designed, powerful 9-amp motor. Again, this one here also has the quick change blade. Just turn it, take the blade out. Again, so you don't got to worry about losing wrenches or anything else. Snap it right in and you're ready to go. And whether you're doing construction or you're working on a car, saws like this are always handy. You're just handy to have around the house. You can cut about anything with them. And finally, one that we're really happy with is the mini belt sander. So it has a 1/2-inch by 18-inch belt. And this thing's great. We've got some footage here. Matt's been using it. If you've been watching our how to shave a door handle video, which actually Wednesday at 3 o'clock, you're going to be able to follow it up for the end of it. But the nice thing is because the sanding blade or the sanding disc is narrow, it allows you to only sand that weld bead. So you're not sanding all the metal around it and making it thin, especially you're working with 20 gauge like on a new door like that. You don't want to be taking off too much metal. You really just want to concentrate on sanding that weld bead. And a nice little area like that, it's going to allow you to be very precise and only sand the bead. And we've been also using it on the Camaro because it's nice when you have, say, a window channel, a door frame where you've got an L, and it's hard to get into that L with a lot of other typical round sanding discs. But a shape like this, it allows you to get into those angles very easily. And it has right here, it's got a tracking, so it's going to allow you to track the belt back and forth so it's going to run straight. And it also has rotation. So it really allows you to get into any kind of tight, odd areas, So, no matter how you want to use it, whatever configuration, it's going to allow you to get in just about anywhere you want on a car. So, Scott, do we have any questions there?
Sure do. We have a good one, actually, that was about the mini metal saw. They're asking, if there's different blades for different types of metal. And the nice part about that is, nope. That thing is going to go right from that solid stock, that really thick solid stock, right down your sheet metal, all with one blade, no swapping out.
And they all operate on what?
They all operate on 110, so no compressor necessary.
That's nice. Right.
So all right. Odds of you having the power in your house are pretty darn high if you're watching this.
Yes. Good point, Scott. Scott's always pointing out
The obvious.
Yeah, I decided not to say it. 'Cause
Yeah,
I don't want you
there
to
you
harass
go.
me later about harassing you.
That's all good.
So, well, again, the footage you saw of us using this the mini sander is from our how to shave a door handle video. So if you watched part 1 last Wednesday, part 2 is actually this Wednesday at 3 o'clock. So if you tune in every Monday and Wednesday, we've got live videos. This Wednesday is part 2 of how to shave a door handle. And if you'd like to check out all these products at eastwood.com, there's a link in the description, and there's going to be a link at the end of this video. It's going to take you right to the product page, and you'll be able to get all the tools you need to do the job right. Thanks for joining us, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday.